Hey, Coach Jared here today with your FITSA, or your FIT service announcement. And today I want to talk about foundations. Because we all know that if you try to build a foundation, for example, a foundation of a house, small and weak, and then build a house on top of it, most likely at some point it's going to collapse. But we're not talking about houses today. We're talking about young athletes, okay? And ideally, if we have an athlete, we have a pyramid for them. And we explain to all of our athletes and their parents when they come in that each athlete in our ADAPT program is a pyramid to us. They have 3 layers: their foundation, the bottom part, their athleticism portion, the middle part, and the top part, which is their sport-specific skills. And ideally, the pyramid looks like this. We have a nice broad foundation of mobility, stability, and strength. We have this middle ground of athleticism, the ability to jump high, jump far, be powerful, be explosive, be agile, be quick, have a strong first step, good ability to change directions. All those things that kind of make up the athleticism portion of this. And then on top, the sport-specific skills. And what we tell them is we want to build this as broad as possible and continue to build it broad, and build this as broad as possible and not touch this top part. That's for their coaches, their specific skill coaches, all those kinds of things. But we're going to do and work on these 2 things, get them as broad as possible to give them as much potential to be a great athlete in their sport or sports of choice. However, here's what we typically see over here. And there's variations of this, but lots of big sport-specific skills, the ability to do all the things that make them good at their sport, okay? But underneath that is a lack of athleticism. They don't have a lot of power. They don't have a lot of pop. They have good footwork. They have good technique, but they lack that underlying athleticism. And then below that, really poor mobility, sometimes terrible stability, even the ability to do a push-up or a basic bodyweight squat, and then very, very little basic structural strength. And so this kind of pyramid is likely at some point to topple over. Or worst case scenario, there really isn't anywhere to build on that one for that top portion, so they don't have any potential to grow as an athlete in their specific sport. So we want to take this typical pyramid and turn it into this ideal pyramid with basic strength training and power training in our ADAPT program.